Okay, Franklin. So if you don't mind me asking, why do you feel like your dad's neglecting you? Like, what do you feel? Like, how do you feel like your dad is neglecting you? If you don't mind me asking.
I just I don't I was just I didn't understand why every time I asked him to come play catch with me, he would tell me to just leave and not don't even look at him, don't even talk to him. I don't understand why. Maybe he was going through something at the time. I understand that he was working really hard and he was a minor, and I know that minors it's a hard job, and I get that, but I just I never got that connection with him, and all I really wanted to do was just play ball. You know what I mean? That's all.
Yeah, I understand what you're talking about. I, like you said, your dad might be very busy, so he might not have time to play catch with you and stuff like that. But like I know but I feel if your dad had the time, if he wasn't working, like if he had like a vacation or a break, I'm pretty sure he would definitely play catch with you. It's not that he doesn't love you. It's just like you said, he's busy, and you understand he works. So that's very good on your part that you understand why he's not playing catch with you, and you're not just blaming him for neglecting you. You understand why he's doing what he's doing. It's just you really want to spend time with your dad.
Yeah, that's really what it is. I just really want to spend time with him, but I never have the opportunity to. Every time I have the opportunity, it's rather he's working in the coal mines or he's doing something else, and I just miss him. Like my mom is there, and like I love my mom, and she's a good woman and everything, but I feel like my dad has just never been there, and I miss that, and I need that. You know what I mean? Like my mom could be to a certain extent something to me, but I I just I just need my dad.
And that's very understandable at a kid your age. It's very understandable that you want to be with your dad. Do you know when, if you don't mind me asking, do you know when your dad has like any time off, or is he
Well,
working every day?
I really don't even I don't get it. I understand he works in the coal mines and everything, but I don't even know what he does. I don't know if he's a miner. I don't know if he's doing whatever. I don't even know what mining is. I I try to figure things out and stuff like that, but it doesn't interest me, and on top of that, it doesn't make sense to me. I'd rather him tell me what he's going through and what's going on in his life. I don't I don't know. I don't even know when he's gonna be home next. I haven't seen him, and I just want to see him.
Have you ever talked to your mom about what your dad does, or yeah, have you ever talked to your mom about your dad's job and stuff like that, or
Well, the thing is that my mom's my mom. You know what I mean? She only knows a certain amount of information. I don't think she'll know anything about what my dad does because they're they're basically not together.
oh yeah, I understand that. Yeah, that's very true. If they're not really together, then your mom will probably have little to no knowledge about what your dad's doing. But it's very. I'm very glad to hear that your mom is there and that that she takes care of you to the best of her abilities. And I'm happy that you could look to your mom for like support and guidance. But I understand what you're saying. At the end of the day, you want to see your dad, and you just want to have some father and son time with him.
Something like that, yeah.
So I was thinking. So basically, you don't know when your dad has a break, right? So maybe I was thinking that I can, connect with his workplace. I could tell him, it's this is Lloyd. Hi, how are you doing? I'm 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 here regarding your son. He misses you very much, and he wants to spend a lot of time with you. So if you don't mind telling me when you're gonna have a break from work, that would be great because I know your son really wants to see you and all that stuff, but he can't really communicate with you because he doesn't know much about your job, and his mom and his mother can't really help him there either because she doesn't really know much about your job either since you two aren't together no more. So, would you be okay if I?
That honestly sounds like open doors to me. The only thing is that now that that's happened in my life, I've started uh, taking some drugs to just take the pain away.
If you don't mind me asking, Franklin, what type of drugs have you been taking?
Well,
You don't have to talk about it if you're not comfortable about it. It's okay.
I just I don't feel comfortable in talking about what I take, but the most I can tell you is that I'm definitely addicted.
That's that's fine. You know, you don't have to talk about it. You know, this is just our first meeting, so you know, I don't want to rush you into telling me something you don't want to talk about.
Of course.
All I can really say is that you know, drugs aren't the way to go, and you know, they can have their consequences. I know it's not my right to tell you like what you should be doing in your life, and I'm not trying to tell you anything. I'm just giving you some like, I'm just trying to tell you that you know that we're gonna work together and we're gonna try to fix your depression. So whatever type of drugs you're taking, maybe if we solve the problem, maybe you'll stop taking the drugs.
I mean, I know for a fact that it definitely started once maybe a month or two went by when I completely stopped seeing my dad and became really depressed. And after that, it just became something that I do every day because it really just at least gets me up in the morning and gets me to at least do something, and I don't have this feeling of emptiness, or at least I'm filled up with something, you know what I mean? That just like I have some sort of motivation afterwards, like, and then it might not even be the biggest amount, but it at least gets me somewhat through the day.
I see what you're saying. So basically, it's like drugs are like the only thing that's there for you. It's like it's
More, they're more there for me than my own dad.
I understand. I see what you're saying because you know, because basically this whole depression started with your dad not being there, and I understand. I see I can understand what you're doing, and I can see that you know the drugs that you're taking, it helps you escape the pain. So you must be really attached to those drugs, but all I could say is that taking drugs at the end of the day isn't gonna be the best situation for you. So
Like I haven't even told anybody any of this. This has only been the first time I've ever said any of this to anybody, and I don't know how to react to this. I just feel like doing some drugs right now and like numbing my pain and just going away from here and like not doing anything and just dying, doing something else because no one deserves me.
Franklin, first of all, I'd like to say I appreciate you telling me about your drug abuse. I know that's not easy, but the fact that you came here today, you stood tall, and you told me is a very good part on your job. So I'm very grateful that you told me. That's standing tall. And second, I don't believe that no one deserves you. Like I can tell I know this is just our first like meeting or phone call, but I can tell you're a very great person. You know, you have a lot of, you can tell that you have a lot of energy. Even though you say you're depressed, I feel as if your dad was seeing you more, then you know he'd be super outgoing. You seem like a very strong, independent person, and I really want to help you in your situation. So I want you to know that I would definitely want you to be around because I feel absolutely hurt if you did commit suicide. I know your mom would definitely want you on this planet. I know your friends would love you on this planet.
My mom doesn't even know any of this. She doesn't even know I'm taking drugs. I don't even know if she cares at this point. I know she loves me. She says it to me every day, and I feel it. But at this point, like with my dad being away and the doctors themselves not even saying that I'm depressed and not even agreeing with my own feelings is just not helping me anymore. And I don't even feel like I deserve to be here. I already said this. I don't get it. I don't know what's going on. I just don't want to be here.
I mean, frankly, we need you. Everyone wants you to be here. Me, your father, your mother, and I understand that you said you didn't tell your mom about this stuff, and that's okay because it's not very easy for a teenager like yourself to tell their parents about stuff like this, especially the mother, because the mothers usually they usually react in a negative way that would make their child want to do drugs even more. Like, for example, if you did tell your mom, she'd probably react in a negative way, be like, "Oh, my son, why is he doing stuff like this? Like, son, what are you doing? You need to stop this right now." But like she wouldn't try to understand you. She would just be telling you, stop doing the drugs, stop doing this, stop doing that, doing this.
And this is exactly why I don't mention it to her. Because every time I even try to dabble in talking about the simplest drugs, she already tells me that no drugs are good and that it's never gonna help, and that if I do any of it, that she would disown me. So at this point, I don't even know who really loves me. Because if she says she loves me and then tells me that she wants to disown me, then what is that? That's not love.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's not really love, but at the end of the day, I know you know that your mom would do absolutely anything for you. And she knows that drugs aren't like the greatest thing in the world, so she wants what's best for you. She wants you to live a long, healthy life. She probably knows of people that have done drugs in the past and have died by them, or have become homeless by them. So I understand that she does.
Well, my dad was a drug addict before he met my mom. And I, at this point, also feel like he's the reason why I'm an addict. Because I know that people transfer addiction sometimes, and I just feel like he might be the main cause of my whole problem. I feel like he's the only reason why I feel any type of depression and any type of hurt feelings.
If you don't mind me asking, is your dad still doing drugs right now, or was that in the past, like before?
I don't really know.
Oh, yeah.
I can't, I know that he used to, because that's all he used to mention when he used to talk to me. I don't even know why he used to tell me this stuff, but he used to just tell me. And I don't know if I was young or old enough to be hearing it, but I know for a fact that it wasn't something positive in my life that would help me. It was just something that, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know why he would tell me these things.
I don't understand either. Maybe he was trying to connect with you in some way. Maybe you were so young. But at the same time, yeah, it really doesn't make sense of why he would mention drugs when he knows that your mom is very against it. So, like, honestly, maybe that's why your mom is very strict on like you taking drugs, because she knows.
She's already seen my dad fall from it, rise from it, fall from it, rise from it.
Yeah.
All I see is him fall from it. That's all I see. I don't see any rise. All I see is negativity and falling, and that's all it is. That's all it is. Drugs, they'll take you in a high, and then afterwards they just bring you to your lows. But that's why I continue to, because I just want to feel high all the time. I don't want to feel any type of lowness at all. I'm done feeling depressed. I just want to feel good.
And would you say when you take these drugs, do they take all the pain away? Like,
They do. They really do. They take everything away. Not just the pain, but my self consciousness, everything. I don't feel anything anymore at that point. And that's exactly how I just want to feel. Nothing.
Well, yeah, that's pretty normal. Drugs usually do that. They take you on this amazing trip for so long, but all I can say is once the trip wears off, that's where the negativity of the drug begins. So like you'll start feeling really like after the good effects wear off, that's where it gets bad. So honestly, all I'm saying is like I want to help you very much get over your addiction, your depression, and I feel the only way to do that is for you to reconnect with your father, and that's
Well, that that's why I wanted to talk to you. I want to know how I can do that. I know that he's not around, and I know that he's working and stuff like that, but I just want to know. I just want to ask him some questions at least. I just want to know his reasoning, his intentions of why he even made me. I just want to know some things so I can at least get them off my chest. Because without that, then I'll just always feel like this.
what I can do for you to reconnect with your father is
I just and also like I just I didn't even know how to mention this to you, but in a way I don't feel safe anymore with him. I, the last time I talked to him, he scared me, and I was scared. Now when I want to talk to him, I don't even know if I can talk to him. He's just he's scary. He's scary to me now.
so here's what I can do for you if you don't mind. So I'm thinking that maybe I could set up a meeting with you, me, and your father, and we could, on all three of us can talk. So
I don't think he'll do it. I don't think he'll do it. He's too busy of a guy. Not just that, but once he knows that I told someone else something, he's not gonna do it.
Oh, don't worry about that. I'll make sure that I don't bring your name up because I did tell you about confidentiality. So I can definitely talk to your father without having to bring your name up, and I could be like, this will be like a little family like intervention, and this will be a way for you to connect with your son. And based on what you told me, I feel that he would appreciate that because, like you said, you guys haven't talked for a very long time. So, if you don't mind, I could set up a meeting with the three of us, and your name will be out of it. Don't worry, I won't mention your name.
I don't want him to get angry anymore and be mad anymore. Like I feel like that's all I've caused. Just problems to him and my mom, and like this is the true reason why I don't want to be here anymore. There's just so many problems that have been around my life, and I don't even know how to face them anymore. And these problems I don't even feel are mine anymore. What are these problems? Like I don't get it. These problems were in the past and they're still here. They're still here to haunt me down again.
These problems are abandonment. And, it's normal for a teenager like yourself to feel abandoned because you're very young, so it's very important to have a father figure in your life. So that's probably where all these problems are coming from. Like you feel that you're alone, that nobody loves you, but that's honestly not the case.
But how do I know that I'm not alone if the doctor doesn't even believe that I'm depressed? How? Like that doesn't even make sense. He just said I was a crybaby. But what? I don't understand. Like, am I a crybaby? I try to suck it up and get through with it, but am I a crybaby or am I depressed? Or do I have mental health issues or what do I have? I don't get it. I didn't even feel like calling in the beginning or in the first place because this is just too much for me. Like, I didn't even think I could handle a conversation about my past or anything. And I just I feel better now, but I still need some sort of guidance.
Well, the thing is, that doctor you talked to is very uneducated. Like, honestly, he's very uneducated. It disappoints me that he would say that you're a crybaby. So please don't even mind that doctor. Honestly, if I were there, I would question his credibility and stuff like that. Because if he was a real doctor and like a proper one, he wouldn't say you're a crybaby, you need to suck it up. So please don't even mind that doctor. I don't know what his deal is. I'm telling you right now that you're not a crybaby, and it's normal for you to feel depressed about these type of things because at the end of the day, a kid needs his father. So there's nothing wrong with you. You're very loved, and don't think there's anything wrong with you because these type of things are normal. Like you just want to be with your father. Like there's nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not a crybaby. Like right now, you're like one of the strongest people I know because you're calling me, you're telling me about your situation, and this is the first time we've ever talked, and you're already telling me so much. So honestly, I wouldn't think you're a crybaby, and you haven't really cried. So
I've been holding myself down because I don't like to be emotional on the phone or emotional in front of people. So I try as hard as possible not to cry.
it's okay if you wanna let out some emotion. I'm not gonna judge you. I'm here for you at the end of the day. I'm here to help, and I'm not gonna rest until we get this sick thing sorted out. I promise you that I'm here for you. You're gonna be okay. There's gonna be a lot of great opportunities for you in the future. I just want you to know that you're not alone, and that together we'll figure this thing out. Me and you, we got this. Me and you, Franklin. We'll figure out what to do, and we'll get your father out here. All three of us will talk, and then maybe if you do talk to your father, then maybe some issues will be resolved, and maybe that drug abuse that the drug addiction that you have will disappear. That's all I want. I want the best for you, Franklin. So,
okay. So your name? You said your name was Lloyd.
Yeah, name's Lloyd.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna go now. But I appreciate your conversation. Thanks for everything. And I appreciate your help.
Oh, no problem. I'm always here for you, Franklin. You got it. Me and you, hey, we're gonna figure out this problem.
All right.
Have a good day, Kevin.
All right. Bye, Lloyd.